So we start with paper 1, unit 1, marketing and people, January 2019 paper. So the first, we just have to go to the case study. There's a case study for Primark, which is a clothing firm, which has to be read, and well, we don't have time to do that. So it's on the screen already. Then we go back to the question. We already read it before, so we go back to the question. So the first question says, divide the term product portfolio from extract A in line 8. So when you check line 8, we have our line 8 in between before 10, which is Primark offer a wide product portfolio, including clothing for women. And so what does the product portfolio mean? It means a range of goods or services that a business produce or provided. That is what product portfolio is. Clear. A range of goods or services that a business produced or provided. Yeah, produced there. Clear.
Yes.
That's product portfolio. Then we go to question B. They said, using the data, calculate the income elasticity of demand for Primark. So what is income elasticity? Income elasticity is the degree of responsiveness between the quantity demanded of a product as a result of a change in income. So that means YED is percentage change in quantity demanded over percentage change in income. I think the point is clear. Percentage change in quantity demanded over percentage change in income. That's the first thing you have to write. Then, are you with me?
Yes.
So our YED is Q1. Now they said there's a fall by 2%. So that means there's 100%, which is going to represent Q1. So our Q1 is 100. Q2 is the fall of 2%, which is 100 minus 2. I'll say it again.
Okay.
They said there's a fall. The sales fell by 2%. So if the sales fell by 2%, that means there's a 100% before that time. So that means 100 minus 2 will be our Q2. Clear? So our Q1 is 100%, which is there. Then our Q2 is 100 minus 2%, which fell. And Y1 will be 520. Y2 will be 533. So we say YED is Q2 minus Q1 over Q1 divided by Y2 minus Y1 over Y1. So Q2 is 100 minus 2, which is 98, minus 100 divided by 100, divided by Y2, which is 533, minus Y1, 520 over Y1, which is 520.
Okay.
So 98 minus 100 is minus 2 over 100 divided by 533 minus 520 divided by 520, which is 13 over 520. Then you reciprocate. Minus 2 over 100 multiplied by 520 over 13. Minus 2 multiplied by 520 will give us minus 1040 divided by 100 multiplied by 13, which is 1,300. So that means we have minus 1,040 divided by 1,300, which is minus 0.8. So that's our answer. So our YED is minus 0.8.
Yes.
Is it clear? So yes. That's why it's negative. And when it comes to negative in income elasticity, it's not a normal good. Inferior good. Thank you. And it is inelastic.
Yes, inelastic.
Yeah, it's inelastic.
Yeah.
I think it's clear. So first you have to write the formula for YED to get the full mark. I think the point is clear. So go to question C. For question C, they say analyze two possible difficulties Primark might face from selling to a mass market. The first thing you need to do is to define a mass market.
Yes.
And what's a mass market? A mass market is a market that goods are produced on a large scale for consumers. That's mass market. Now, what are the difficulties Primark might face selling in a mass market? Yeah, based on the case study, I'm quickly going to go back to the case study. Yeah, they said, look at the second paragraph. Okay, before we go into the second paragraph, Primark has 6.9% share of the UK clothing market, and the rest are there. So for the first thing here, based on this, the market for clothing has Next and Marks and Spencer, which are giants in the clothing industry. So they have, that means Primark will face competition from these giants. So that was the first thing there. There will be higher competition there. And so they said low price have helped increase market share for Primark. So yeah, when you look at low price there, it means Primark is using, because it's a mass market, you need to be able to differentiate your product from those of your competitors. To do that, Primark is using low price as its unique selling point. Do you get it?
Okay.
So using low price here, selling at a lower price means that you're going to have low profit margin. So the problems Primark would face in this mass market is one, I go to low profit margin. This is as a result of selling at a lower price, based on what we read here. Low profit margin is a problem. Low profit margin, this is as a result of selling at a lower price, meaning Primark must be consistent in reducing costs if it wants to maintain its customer base. Now that Primark has chosen low prices as its unique selling point. Selling in the mass market, yes, for Primark, Primark is selling at a lower price to gain more market share, right? So selling at a lower price means it could be a problem. How can it be a problem? It can be a problem because Primark must be consistent to be cost efficient, because that is its unique selling point. The unique selling point is selling at a lower price. That's why it's getting more customers. So if cost increases for Primark might not be able to increase its price, because if it does, customers might start buying from Marks and Spencer or Next. So the problem is that it's important for Primark to maintain the same cost so that it can always sell at a lower price to continue to have its customers, because it has differentiated its own product from those of its competitors by using the lower price.
And mass markets, you need it's cost much.
Yeah, because Next Marks and Spencer might influence suppliers. Do you understand?
Yes.
So selling in the mass market, cost might not be reduced, because these giants might know that you are selling at a lower price, finding a way to increase their supplies, find a way to increase their orders so that you don't have any order left. And that would make you to buy at an increased price, which will increase your cost of production. As long as your cost of production increases here, your selling points, which is your lower price, will become a problem. You won't be able to sell at a lower price anymore. And that is why customers are coming to you. So Primark might not be able, if Primark does not maintain or is not consistent with reducing cost, then it becomes difficult for it to keep its customer base. Do you understand high competition here now? Do you understand low profit margin here? There's low profit margin because it's selling at a lower price. So to continue to sell at a lower price, you need to always be consistent with the cost of your production. So if your cost of production increases, the cost can increase because you don't have control over it. There are external factors that might increase your cost of production. And if any of the external factors occur, like inflation, increase in taxation, different things could happen. Interest rates, how will you be able to sell at a higher price now when your customers already know that with Primark, we are getting an affordable cloth? Do you understand low profit margin here? 2, higher competition. Primark faces higher competition with other clothing giants, such as Next and Marks and Spencer, which means Primark must find a way to differentiate its products from those of the competitors to be successful. So there's high competition in the market. So for Primark to find its way for Primark to be successful, it must find a unique selling point other than low price. Do you get it?
Yes.
Any question about that? So those are the 2 analyses. I think the analyses are clear now. Go to D. Discuss the benefit to Primark of using cost plus pricing. The first thing you have to do is, what is cost plus pricing? For cost plus pricing, it implies cost plus markup to obtain the price. Cost plus markup to obtain the price. That is cost plus pricing. So what is the formula for cost plus pricing? It is cost plus markup percentage multiplied by cost, which will give you the price, the targeted price. Cost plus cost. Unit cost plus the markup percentage, the bracket, markup percentage multiplied by the cost will give you the target price. I think it's clear. So what are the benefits of using cost plus pricing? 1, it is a simple way of calculation, especially for businesses that have large business portfolio. It's easier to calculate. 2, it shows the profit that could be made if the products are sold. So because you are using cost plus pricing, it means if the products are sold, you'll be able to make profit. You'll be able to know the potential profit you'll be making. When you use cost plus pricing, that means you've added the cost of the products to the price you want to sell. Yes or no? So that means you'll be able to know that your cost minus your price, your cost price minus your selling price will give you your profit. Yes, your selling price minus your cost price will give you your profit. Yes or no? So that means you would know if you're going to make profit or not. That's an advantage too. Clear?
Yeah, yes.
But however, what is the problem about using cost plus pricing? One, cost plus pricing does not put into consideration the actions of competitors, the price at which competitors will sell. So if your competitor, yes, it does not put into consideration. If it is competitive pricing, yeah, it's fine. We are selling almost the same price. But for cost plus pricing, it's your own determination, it's your own action,
Yes.
which does not put into consideration other competitors' action. As a result of that, if your competitors or your rivals are selling below the price at which you are selling, you will lose customers. Is it clear?
Yes.
That's a problem. That's the first one. I think I wrote it. Two, Primark buys from Primark gets its supply from different suppliers, which means it might be difficult for Primark to calculate its total cost because there's labor cost, there's cost of raw materials, there's transportational costs, there are different costs. So putting all these costs, and they can change at any point in time. So putting them together to calculate your total cost might be difficult. Is it clear?
Yes.
So that's the second problem. I think it's clear. So go to question E. Assess the importance to Primark having ethical sourcing as a business objective. So first, what is ethical sourcing? Ethical sourcing means, it means the transaction of buying raw materials from businesses that are socially responsible, that think about that have made positive impact to the environment. So if you have made positive impact to the environment, it means you are socially responsible. Do you understand? So you have to transact with those businesses. If you do that, those suppliers, it means you are ethically sourcing for your products. Is that clear?
Yes.
So what are the advantages or benefits of ethical sourcing to Primark? I wrote the importance of buying from businesses that have positive impact on the environment are as follows. One, increasing awareness by customers on businesses that cause negative impact on the environment. If Primark doesn't source ethically, it affects its reputation. These days, customers are aware, people are aware about businesses that are causing negative impacts to the environment. That means that are not socially responsible, that are unethical. So customers are aware, people are aware about this. So if Primark does not ethical source, it becomes a problem for it because it could affect its reputation. So that's one of the benefits it's going to have because its reputation will be intact.
Yes.
Do you get the first point? The second one, when you look at the case study, Primark Code of Conduct is also talking about ethical sourcing. So the Primark suppliers, before you can become Primark suppliers, you must not do child labor. So that means you must be socially responsible before we can buy from you. So that means the Primark Code of Conduct is also set on ethical principles, which means it's in line with what ethical sourcing is talking about.
Yes.
Is it clear? The third one, ethical sourcing may lead to improved customer service as employees' motivation can be improved through fair wages. You know, one of the components of ethical sourcing is also to pay fair wages to your employees. So paying fair wages to your employees means that employees in Primark will always be motivated, which will increase customer service for them. As a result, revenue would increase.
Mm-hmm.
Is it clear? Mm-hmm. However, there might be some issues regarding ethical sourcing, such as one, it is costly, especially if it is costly, especially paying fair wages. Paying fair wages will increase your cost of production, which means you might have to increase your prices. But Primark might not be able to increase its prices because its unique selling point, it's lower price. That's the first problem. Is it clear? The second one, ethical sourcing might not be an objective for Primark, as it might have other objectives. So do you get it? So Primark might have other objectives like expansion, increasing market share, which means ethical sourcing is not part of what it thinks about. Is it clear? We move on. We go to question 2. 2A. I said, define the term entrepreneur. Who's an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is an individual who takes the risk of setting up a business with the aim of making profit. I think the point is clear there. Good. So we go to question B. Construct a supply curve, supply and demand diagram to show the impact on the market for smoothie drinks following damage to food crops caused by poor weather. Poor weather condition is a factor that affects the supply of goods and services. As a result of that, of goods, basically, or for goods, especially agricultural goods. So as a result of that, the quantity supply in the market will reduce, meaning that the supply curve will, the quantity supply will reduce, making it, that means from Q1 to Q2. Yeah. As a result, the supply curve will shift upward or leftward from S1 to S2, making the price to increase from P1 to P2. So this is the graph anyway. This is the graph. Yes. So we'll move on. And the analysis is there. We'll go to question 2C. Analyze two factors that are likely to affect the demand for innocent products. Before we go into the factors, you have to define what demand is. Okay, demand is the quantity of goods customers are willing to buy at a given price and time. You have to define. I think the first point is clear there. Yes. So the factors that might affect demand, I wrote one, price, which will cause movement along the demand curve. Yes or no? Yes. So if the price innocent product is selling is high, that means based on the fact that the law of supply, customers are always conscious about price. Customers might not buy, as a result, seek for substitutes, and that will reduce the quantity demanded for for innocent products. Yes. Price. The second one I wrote is about changes in trends and fashion, which will shift the demand curve. Mm. So I wrote continuous concern about health and improved diets might increase the consumption of smoothies and other healthy drinks, shifting the demand curve rightward. So smoothie drinks are healthy because they are natural, you know. So increasing concerns about health of people and the diets they take, improvements in diets, might allow them to take innocent products, which will shift this demand curve rightward. Is it clear? Any question about that? So we'll go to D. Discuss the benefits of market segmentation to a business such as innocent. The first thing is you have to define market segmentation. Market segmentation is the process of, or is the act of dividing the market into customers' characteristics. Fair. Market segmentation, we talked about it. You did not write it. Yes. Okay. So market segmentation is dividing the market into groups based on customers' characteristics, maybe income, age, demographic, and the rest, religion, and the rest. Okay, so what are the benefits of market segmentation to innocent? I wrote, focusing on specific market segmentation may increase the revenue of innocent as the product will meet specific customer needs. When you segment markets, it means you have targeted certain customers. As a result of that, you might be selling more for those customers because they need that product. It increases your revenue. Number two, market segmentation makes advertising and promotion effective as it will be directed to those who need that advertisement. You know, when you segment your market, your advertisement and promotion will be directed to those who need the product, yes or no? So that will make your advertisement and promotion be effective because the message is passed across to those who need the information. That is effectiveness. Clear? However, there may be setbacks to this decision based on one, the market segment might generate few customers, meaning less revenue for innocents. If the market segment that you are targeting are just few numbers of customers, it means you won't be making revenue. You won't be making more revenue. Yeah, because the numbers of customers that you target that are meant for that product are few. Do you understand? And for you to develop that product, you would have spent so much to develop the product, and at the end of it, you are selling to few customers. It will reduce your revenue. Okay. Yes. So segmenting the market might put innocents into difficulty if the customer change their taste and habits of buying. So you know, you have segmented the market, you have produced the market based on customers' specifications, right, or characteristics. Yes. So these customers, if they change their habits of buying, then you become vulnerable. Mm. Do you understand? Yes. And that is the problem. Any questions about that? So go to E. It said, assess the advantages of innocent of test marketing its product. First, what is test marketing? Test marketing is the process of giving a product a trial on a small scale before it's been launched after the feedback. Yes, you get it? So what are the advantages of test marketing? One, it allows innocents to determine the potential success of the products. So when you test, if the innocent, as what they did, they test market the product and they made sales. So what does that imply? It implies that innocent will be able to understand how will be able to at least determine the extent at which they're going to be successful. Because, oh, much customer buys for now, based on the fact that we have few customers here, 85% of them bought it. So that means this product will be able to fly. Clear?
Yes.
Fly means it will be able to be sold, not fly with wings.
Yeah.
2, it allows Innocent to gather feedback, which might be used for improvements if needs be. So test marketing your products means that you'll be able to get feedback from customers. And this feedback might be useful if you need to make amendments, and if you need to make amendments to the product. Clear? However, you define test marketing, you have to give 5 points here. It's a 5-pointer. You've defined test marketing, which is the first one. You talk about 2 advantages, making 3. They talk about 2 disadvantages.
Yeah.
Do you get it? So, however, test marketing may lead to increasing costs, as it can be expensive and time consuming. It increases your cost, and because you're not expected to sell at the same price. It might even be free. So you'll be incurring more cost, and it takes time because customers, they don't know you. You need to gain their trust. So it takes time. So this incur more cost and time consuming, which is one of the problems. Yes.
Not give you like the honest.
They might not even give you an honest feedback because they are getting it almost for free. That's another problem, making 2. The third one now I wrote 2 anyway, and the third one I wrote here, the third one I'm going to say, which makes your own thought now. Yeah. Competition might use competitors. They might be part of those that comes as customers. Yes. So they've seen what you have portrayed as a product. They could make their own and even launch it before you launch your product. So that's a problem there. Is it clear? Any question about that? So go to question 3. IKEA. IKEA uses internal and external methods of recruitment to select a wide range of employees, from managers to shop assistants. Evaluate which of these recruitment methods is likely to be most effective for IKEA. So the first thing you have to do is define what recruitment is. And what is recruitment? Recruitment is the process of actively seeking out, finding and hiring candidates for a vacant position. Actively seeking out, finding and hiring a candidate for a specific or a vacant position. That is recruitment. And we have 2 types of recruitment, namely here, internal recruitment and external recruitment. So you define internal recruitment first.
Yeah, so that's 4.
Yeah, we're making points. We're going, it's a 20 points. So you need 10 points here.
Okay.
You need 10 points. So what is internal recruitment? Internal recruitment occurs when a business fill a position using an existing employee. Look at my own definition now. It's my own definition. Internal recruitment occurs when the business fill a position using an existing employee.
Yes.
That's internal recruitment, or putting someone within the organization for the position that is vacant. So that is internal recruitment. So what are the benefits of using internal recruitment? Number 1, it is more cost efficient, as IKEA doesn't need to advertise the vacancy on any media platform. This will keep its price low, which means IKEA might still be very competitive in the market, because incurring costs on advertisement based on recruitment might mean that IKEA must increase its prices. But here, IKEA is not going to incur any cost, which means its price can still be the way it is. Then it can remain competitive. That's the first advantage. 2, IKEA knows the employees very well, as it can determine if they are enthusiastic and creative. IKEA is looking out for employees that are enthusiastic and creative. So one of the advantages of internal recruitment is that the business knows the employee very well, and the employee knows the business too. So knowing the employees very well means that you would know the employees that are enthusiastic and creative. They can invite them for interview. Is it clear?
Yes.
Third one, it brings about motivation, as promoting staff from within the business will be seen by employees as the reward for hard work. So when you promote workers, internal recruitment means promotion. So when you promote workers within, it means workers will be motivated because their hard work is paying off. Do you understand? So that will motivate them. Is it clear? That's the third point. Now, what are the problems about internal recruitment? Number 1, which will be the 4th point now.
Yes, 4th point.
Internal recruitment will not give IKEA the opportunity to choose from large pool of applicants that external recruitment will bring about. When you use external recruitment, you have a lot of applicants which you can choose from. But this will not happen.
Yeah.
through internal recruitment.
Yes, even the skills they might like.
Yeah. Two, existing employees might not bring fresh ideas into the business. And when you look at what IKEA is talking about, IKEA is talking about creativity and innovation. But this might not happen with existing employees. Now go to external recruitment. For external recruitment, it means the process of employing workers from outside the business to fill a vacant position. That is external recruitment. Are you with me?
Yes.
So what are the benefits of external recruitment? Number one, it may be ideal for IKEA as it might be ideal as IKEA portray itself to be creative and innovative, which means external recruitment might justify that new employees may bring in new ideas. For innovation and creativity, you need new ideas. You might need fresh employees, and external recruitment will give you that.
Yes.
Do you get it?
Yes.
Also, it increases the possibility of employing the best amongst the rest. Do you get it?
Yes.
Which you can only get through external recruitment. Clear?
Yeah.
However, external recruitment can be time consuming.
Yeah, it is time consuming.
Because it still has to go through the process.
Yeah.
And expensive, and it might also, and at the end of it all, the employee might not, it might not guarantee the best person. You might not still get the best person.
Yes.
So, what is my conclusion? Therefore, IKEA would have to check the history of its recruitment process because IKEA is not just a new business. It has to check through history of its recruitment process. Is it internal that gives more efficient results, or external before it decides? Do you get it? Do you understand my conclusion here?
Yes.
So IKEA must check its history to see which method of recruitment has brought about the best, the most efficient. That's the first thing. Also, IKEA might combine both. Why does it need to combine both? Because as soon as IKEA use internal recruitment, there will be a vacant position still within the business, which might need external. So that means IKEA might use both internal and external to check which one, might combine them, using internal for which one it thinks is suitable for internal, using external for which one it thinks is suitable for external. Are they all clear?
Yes.
So this ends paper one, unit one, paper for January 2019. Thank you. How is it?
Let me tell you, let me see something. When you said the 20 marker,